enjoying life and liberty, and more than anything, that you're doing good things. So, yeah, happy Thanksgiving. Now, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about a bigger picture topic regarding crypto and the fiat world, the US dollar, the euro, the yen, the pound, the shekel, the kronen, whatever, right? The real, whatever currency, the peso you happen to use or trade in, fiat currency is dead. That's the news I come to bear to you. You know, you can all bow your heads and take your hats off and have a little moment. Fiat currency is dead. And I say that because it's been dying for a long time. In the last 15 years, 16 years since Bitcoin came out. Oh, hey, Dr. Bond, good to see you. Since the advent of Bitcoin, the US dollar has lost 99.99% of its value against Bitcoin. And guess what? Other fiat currencies have lost as much or more, like 99.999% or 99.9999% against Bitcoin. Why is that? Well, because because the Fed keeps printing more dollars. What does that mean? Well, that means that they keep devaluing the dollar, or they're diluting the value of the dollar. Yes, they're printing more dollars. They're typically giving those dollars to banks, who then give that money to their friends in high places and different companies. The last people they give that money to are people looking for loans, etc., which is supposed to be their core business, but their core business is actually to keep their wealthiest clients happy. And those are the people who don't actually need the money. Nevertheless, the more money you add into the pool of the circulating supply, the less each of that currency unit has in value. Right? If I create a new currency and I say there's 100 of these things, and there's only 100, and people really want them and they buy them, and there's a continual demand, so people are willing to sell when the prices go higher, and then the people who buy them are happy to have it, and then they keep buying, selling between themselves, price keeps going up. Well, what if I suddenly print 1,000 more? And I say now there's 1,100 of them, right? Or 1,000. If I print 900 more, so there's 1,000 of them. Well, then there's less value in that, right? Because instead of only being 100 of these things, there's 1,000 of them. What if I print another million of them? Right? The value drops. Hey, Raphael, good to see you. So, yeah, fiat is dying and is really dead already. It's a dead man walking, so to speak. And why? Well, because crypto, the good ones anyway, like Bitcoin, Litecoin, and other ones, don't have infinite supplies. Doge does. It's a meme coin, though, so that's, haha for jokes. But there's limited supplies in crypto. And even in certain coins that have expanding supplies, many of them burn a certain amount of their coins every whenever period to limit the amount in the circulating supply in order to maintain the balance of supply and value. But in the case of Bitcoin and Litecoin and other hard cap currencies in the crypto space, there is no, let's just make 100 million Bitcoins now. That's not a thing. You can't do that. And if somebody were to do that, transactions could be rolled back, and the entire chain, if the chain was hacked to by 51% force, if ever that would happen, would just be switched to a new chain or a new algorithm, and nobody would use the hacked ledger. They would all use the maintained ledger. And why do I say the dollar is dying on top of that? Well, what is BlackRock doing? What is MicroStrategy doing? They are buying billions and billions of dollars worth of Bitcoin at a time. Right? We just got news that over the course of the last week, BlackRock bought about $2.5 billion worth of Bitcoin through their ETF IBIT thing there. IBIT shares, or whatever their ETF thing is called. Right? And over the course of just 2024, they have bought, along with the other 8 major ETF companies in the US, right, for a total of 9 major ETF companies, they bought more than 1.2 million BTC. And I was telling you about this many months ago, if you remember. I told you, in fact, in June already, when they had already accumulated more than 500,000 Bitcoins together, I told you these guys are going to have more than 1 million by the end of the year, maybe close to 1.5 million by 1 year out from the time they launched in January. Well, they're on course. They apparently have, again, like 1.2 million Bitcoin already. And that was before BlackRock's latest purchase of a few $1 billion worth. And that was before Michael Saylor's recent purchases through MicroStrategy of billions of dollars worth. Right, so this stuff, and again, there's not even 1 million right now on the open market. Right, so yes, there will continually be some people who will sell when the prices go higher, making more available, more of the current supply available for purchase. But it's the people with the biggest bags that are going to get those first, because they have the connections that retail traders don't have. The Bank of South Korea just announced that it's going to require that any company doing transactions of virtual assets like cryptocurrencies that are international publicly declare to the Bank of Korea what their monthly... Oh, still here? I did get interrupted there. I hope all is well, and I'm going to end it there because you guys missed it. But in any case, I'll just say this: BlackRock and all these other companies, they're not buying billions of dollars worth of Bitcoin just for giggles. They're buying it because they know that the value of the dollar is dying, and that's why they're putting their money into Bitcoin. And instead of taking that money, they put into Bitcoin and buying into other things like traditional stocks, real estate, Forex, commodities, whatever. I mean, they're also buying that too. But companies like Michael Saylor's MicroStrategy are only buying Bitcoin, and funds like ETF is only buying Bitcoin. And yes, they're buying plenty of other things at BlackRock because they own everything. They have trillions and trillions of dollars under management. But yeah, anyway, dollar's dying. Crypto's coming to life. It's been coming to life solidly for 15 years now. If you haven't seen the returns on Bitcoin, it's like up 14 billion% since it started. So yeah, what will the next 5 or 10 or 15 years be like? And if you're not in the space, maybe you should at least look into it, right? It's not financial advice to buy or anything and buy it for this price or that, but no. Do your research, look into it. If you have questions about it, ask me. Ask me in the comments here, or ask me, you can reach me in the Alpha Trading Discord. Just go to alphatradinghq.com/Discord. Just ask me in there, or ask anybody in there, what do they think about crypto? You'll find me there. My username is Zentap. You'll find me in the Discord there. And that'll do it for now, folks. Happy Thanksgiving and happy Bitcoining and happy cryptoing through the tulips or something like that. Cheers.